Hi everybody, my name's Doug Wilson, and this is Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors. Well, it's time for another kayaking trip. I'm going to be going probably the Susquehanna, but we're not sure yet. So I'll end up telling you in the main footage of the video. But I wanted to show you guys some of the gear that I'll be taking this weekend, right? So I'm just going to go through it real quick. I haven't decided which backpack, because usually what happens is on kayaking trips, I transfer everything from my backpack into the storage compartments of the kayak, so it doesn't matter which backpack I really take. There's some tarps here, deciding exactly what I'm going to take. Gore-Tex jacket, some Mountain House meals, my REI Kilo Plus sleeping bag. It's only supposed to be in the 50s this weekend, and like upper 30s or 40s at night. So it's not going to be that cold, so that sleeping bag will do me just fine. Then I got some day bags with some stuff in it. There's my boonie hat with my SF crest on it. My tent. This is the new Big Agnes Tiger Wall UL3. So you're going to see that on this trip as well. The brand new tent. I set up the fast and light shelter from it, just the tarp, the poles, and the stakes, okay, and a footprint. So it gives you a lot more room than taking the tent part. So you leave the tent part at home generally, but I think I'm going to take the tent this time because there's probably still bugs, you know, like roaming around. It's not that cold. And then, you know, my Thermarest mattress, Patagonia puffball jacket, my Tervis tumbler, right, with my 6 mile long spoon, the MSR reactor. I haven't decided which knives I'm going to take, so there's some knives that I could be taking. And then there's Kiva. Say hi, Kiva. Hi, Kiva. Hey, oh, she's my baby, right? My baby girl. Is she? Oh, she's my baby. Yes, she is. Her my baby. Get her. Yeah, my baby. Okay, so here's my field jacket liner. That's it. Got some food over here, right here in the front here. I'll be taking some of this food here. So, I tell you what, if you guys stick around, it's probably going to be a pretty good video. We'll be right back. Country up here. Gorgeous. Susquehanna River. We are very close to the Appalachian Trail right now. Near Duncannon, Pennsylvania. Alright, so we're here. There's Doc. Doc, say hi. What's up? There's the kayaks. This is going to be badass. Badass. Here's the river. It's up like 3 feet. So 2 to 3 feet. So we may have a hard time finding a camping spot, a place to camp. So we'll see. Okay, so we're driving up to put in. How many miles is it? 14? 20? 100?
30-ish.
Huh?
30-ish.
30-ish miles. So here's the map right here. So we're putting in down here, right here, and we're going all the way up to here. So, or all the way down to here. My directions are all messed up. Yeah, I'm lucky I even found this thing because I almost went straight. I got lost coming up. What can I say? What can I say? Yeah, the water's pretty clear. I thought it would be muddier. What the hell is that? A computer on your wrist?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Who makes that? Garmin?
Phoenix 5X.
You know, my Sunto Core, I had another one quit on me.
Oh, yeah.
It's either that or the battery's dying. I have to check it. I didn't have a chance.
I like my live computer they make.
Man, this is really running quick.
Yeah.
There's a couple of places down there that aren't too bad. All right, we're here to put in. This ain't bad. I wonder what the other side looks like. Just packing up. See where Doc is. Doc's already down there. There's a deer up there on the hill. There he goes. I don't know if you guys can see that. Got some rapids coming up. This river's full of rapids. So I'm going to tackle these coming up. I learned my lesson last time about keeping the camera on through rapids. Alright, so we came to an obstacle in the river. This is actually a road that goes across the river. You see it? It goes across the river, so that, people can get to the other side fairly easily. So we got to do a little bit of portaging. Got to carry our kayaks to the other side. So there's Doc's kayak right there. Now we're going to move mine over there. Doc, you having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Doc is, he's a chatterbox, I'm telling you. Beautiful out here. Yeah. They're going the wrong way. I should light up a cigar. Oh yeah? his cigarette smoke is making me crave a cigar. It's I don't know, 55 degrees out here, something like that. What's the temperature, Doc? Oh yeah. Right. Starting to get chilly now. Windy. I'll get around this curve. We still got about 10 miles to go at least. Probably 13, 14. And it's getting dark. We only got a couple hours of light left. I don't know what we're going to do. Paddle in the dark, I guess. Where's that pump? I got a bunch of water in there. Oh, watch yourself. You suck it up, right? Yeah. And then, all right. Damn. Ah. Oh. This is fun. Robo bellows. Doc.
What's up, buddy? That's a nice spot.
Yeah, I like it here. Very nice, very nice. I brought the Delta Whiskey Viper with me on this trip. The Viper. The Viper. Delta Whiskey Viper. That's Carson Falk at Hornet Custom Knives. Yep. Getting ready to indulge in a cigar soon. Alright, man, so we're cooking some dogs over the fire.
That's a dirty one.
Doc brought the dogs and the Martin's potato buns. Oh, So I figure I'll just take you guys and show you where him and I are sleeping tonight. I've already had a beer, so I'm kind of drunk. It only takes one for me. I'm a lightweight. Alright, so I don't have the tarp on it. I figured I'd set the tent up because there are bugs out here, and it's like 50 degrees, but there are bugs. A bunch of spiders. So I don't have the tarp on it yet, but this is a 3-person tent that weighs like 3.5 pounds. It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. So I bought it. There's a UL2. It's the Tiger Wall UL3. There's a UL2, but I figured this one weighs less than my Hubba Hubba, and it's a 3-person tent. The Hubba Hubba is a 2-person tent. So, yeah, I get chatty Cathy when I drink beer. I'll just get the high beams on it. All right. Doc's got Sierra Designs. I can't remember which tent it is. Like a clip flashlight or something. This is a 1-person tent, so pretty nice. I've had Sierra Designs tents. They make very, very good tents. This is the Vapor Light 2 XL, so it's a 2-person tent. Very nice. I don't like front entry tents like this. I like side entry. So I'm real careful when I buy a tent. I opt for, I try to get 2 doors, which that one has 2 doors. One on this side, one on the other side. And vestibules on the, on the side there. It's a cool tent. I like it. My gloves are drying. What is it?
Whistling a little bit.
My dog's whistling?
Yeah. Just the one end's getting cooked though.
Morning. Well, we had a good night last night, and it's time to get up, have some coffee, and hit the river, right? So, here's the inside of the tent. Looks like a grenade went off in here. This is what I do when I'm alone. Everything gets spread out. Oh man, there's a spider in here. I don't know how he got in. Alright. Let's see here. Huh? Oh yeah, we'll be alright. Oh boy. Huh? Oh man. I tell you what, after that day yesterday, I needed that rest. Jeez. Alright, put my jacket on, it's cold. It's chilly out here. There we down to the river, get some water. Oh,
I got running water over here, but I don't know where it goes. It doesn't go down to the river, near the creek.
it might go underground and then into the creek.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll take some out of there, see what it looks like. I don't know. I don't like them bubbles on top of that.
Yeah,
Sometimes that means detergents. Well, I'm going to boil this, so it doesn't matter. I can drink toxic water for 1 cup of coffee. The river. How fast you think the river runs? 4 mile an hour?
probably moving about 3. If we're paddling, we'll probably be going a little over 5.
Right. Okay.
But the creek's gonna get faster the farther downstream you go too.
Right. All right. You want coffee? Oh, so what's wrong with coffee? Huh?
Never got into it.
I like coffee in the morning. Especially out here.
Dog smelled it for a while.
Yeah. There's the remnants of our fire last night. Alright. Where forget the stove. See if these socks are dry. They're dry enough to put on. Right. Alright. Let's see. Where is it? What do I need? What do I need? I need the stove, the fuel, my water. Here's the water. The fuel. I need my camera bag. There wasn't too many places to put tents around here. We found two places to put tents that, you know, were relatively level. And I'm glad I put the tent up because there were spiders all over this place last night, crawling on everything. I even got spiders in the tent, and I don't know how they got in. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Get some real coffee. Here. The reactor. One of these newly fangled fire lighting apparatus. It's called a lighter. There we go. Alright, I gotta get the lid. Always put a lid on your pot while you're boiling water. It boils a lot quicker. Holds the heat in. Alright, here we go. That's really tough. Alright. She's a beaut, Clark. She's a beaut. Forgot my cup. The Little Hawk. Delta Whiskey Little Hawk. Little Hawk. Look at those mosaic pins. Man, they're pretty. Brian Sells did a great job on this knife. He's already got a bunch of orders for them too. I'm happy for him. MRE accessory packet. I'm not drinking that coffee though. I'm gonna drink some Starbucks Versa Pack or something like that. Here it is. Starbucks Via Instant. I tell you what, I can't even drink a whole packet. It's just too strong if I put the whole packet in. But maybe that's what I need this morning. The Tervis Tumbler. The Tervis Tumbler. Should have brought my asthma inhaler. I wake up a little tight sometimes. Well, with a kayak, you can usually bring some stuff that you might not normally bring on a mileage backpacking trip, so I kind of splurged. I always take cream though. Cream's good in coffee. I don't know how I started that. When I was in the Army, I drank it black. When I got out, I was okay with putting cream in. This is actually dehydrated whole milk. You got to get it off the internet though. I haven't seen any grocery stores that sell it. It's dehydrated whole milk. They have non-fat milk in the grocery stores, but that's not the same. So, this stuff is actually whole milk. I don't know how they do it, but they do. Alright, let's see what we got here. She's a beaut. Got little ice cream wafers floating on top of the coffee. When I was in the Army, we used to take the creamer packets out of the MREs, light them on fire, and then what was left, the powder, the creamer, turned into like a hard candy. And we used to eat it as a hard candy because it had sugar in it. And that was kind of a treat if you didn't drink coffee. Or coffee with creamer. So that worked out pretty good. Yeah, that was a big thing in the Army when I was in. I don't know if you can do that anymore. Breakfast of champions. Coffee and cigars. All right. All right, so the Big Agnes Tiger Wall UL3. Technically, it's a freestanding tent, but there's only 3 points at which the poles enter the bottom portion of the tent. So you can see this side here, right there, is, you got to stake that out, and then the other side you have to stake out too. And then you got that ridge pole in the middle and 2 poles in the back. So worked out pretty nice. I mean, it's the first trip for it, and I'm very happy. Very happy. Instead of buying the company's footprint for it, I bought it's a kit. It's a piece of Tyvek with some grommets in some really thick adhesive tape that you stick to the actual footprint where the poles would go in, and it worked out pretty good. So $80 as opposed to $14 that I paid for this. Now, I want to try this out, see how it works. I'm sure it'll work fine. But I mainly got the footprint for the Fast and Light shelter. You can set this tent up with just the poles and the tarp. The tarp's not on it right now because I knew it wasn't going to rain last night. And if it did, the tarp was handy. I could just throw it right over there. But yeah, nice tent. Nice tent. So the tent's got like pockets in it too. There's one in that corner over there. There's one in this corner, and then it's got another one right here for a Walkman or your phone, and that the headphone wire can come out the side of it. So in order to get all the junk out of your tent, just pick it up and shake it like a big kite. It doesn't hurt it as long as you're not too rough with it. There is a bug in here I want to get out. This is called a quick clip system. You can see the clips, they just clip right to the poles. The tent comes with a repair sleeve for your poles in case you mess up one of your poles or you break it. I'll show you. This sleeve right here, that sleeve will go, one end of the pole goes in one end goes in the other. And you can fix your tent at least until you get home, get new poles. Another smart idea. Honestly, I've never had to use one ever, so it's always a possibility though. Plenty of room. And then I put the pegs in the pole sleeve too. And then I wrap it all up in my ground pad, my Thermarest. This is the Neo Air regular, this Thermarest here. I have a gray one for wintertime too. It's got a better R value. Just stuff it in. You don't have to roll a tent. You go folding and rolling a tent, then you get permanent creases in it, and it gets weak at the creases. Alrighty. Now I'm going to roll up my pad with the poles in it. I always leave the ground cloth down so that I can roll up my mattress with it without getting the mattress all cruddy. And just roll it in. Put it in here. It's good to go. I just kind of fold this end over. This bag's not quite the right size. That's it. And you pick up the tent, the tarp. Voila. Alright, we're back on the river. I have no idea what time it is. I'm probably doing about 6 miles an hour right now. That yellow stuff in that pile right there is sea foam. Well, something like it. It's river foam. There's a place in, I think it's in Turkey, that sea foam has solidified over thousands of years and become like stone. And they make those meerschaum pipes out of that stuff because it's easy to carve and it takes heat real well. But that's actually sea foam, and that's what meerschaum means. Sea foam. It is quiet out here. You can hear a pin drop. Or a fish jump. Ooh, bald eagle. See him? He's flying right over top me. Oh, gorgeous. That's one pretty bird. A raptor. That's a treat. You see them on this river, though. We saw a couple yesterday. But, they nest along the river up here and they nail fish. They feed on fish and whatnot. And whatnot. There's whatnot fish, I'll tell you. You ever catch a whatnot fish, you'll know it. Fights like a gar. I'm gonna wait for him. Because I can't see the other end of it. It looks like we're gonna have to portage. Yeah, I mean, we're coming up on it. What do you think we got to do here? That looks like a road, just like the last one. We're going to have to carry these boogers. Unless you get a running start, I dare you. A double dog dare you. Nah, let's go over here and we can. It shouldn't be that far to portage it. Yeah, you're gonna have to get your feet wet on this one, dog. You're not giving up? You're gonna go over that way? It's another road like we saw last time. I think we could go over that, Doc. What do you think? You don't think it'll make it? Run and start?
You might could, but the way the tail pokes out like that.
Yeah. You definitely get wet. All right, here we go. The boats aren't that heavy. Two guys can carry one pretty easy. All right. You go ahead, I'll be all right. There we go. Look at all that sea foam. That's a whole pile of it. Maybe I could carve me a pipe. Catch up to him. That's all river birch right there, Doc. Yeah. Or it could be yellow birch. I got to get up close to it to see it. It's probably yellow birch, but it's flaking off like river birch. This place is beautiful. Reminds me of Colorado. That is gorgeous. You know, I don't see too many streams feeding into this river. I mean, we were right next to one when we camped, but that was fun. Okay, so this is the confluence of we're on the Tuscarora River now, and we're going to float into the Juniata. You can see it, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the Juniata is flowing faster. Not a whole lot, but what do we got? How many more miles? 10? About 10. Huh? Yeah. All right, so this is the boat ramp where we take out. Trip's over. Now the real fun begins. That's a sharp looking Jeep. It's fun to drive too. Ah, man. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on this trip with us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, Doc.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. See ya.